Happy Thanksgiving, Raider Nation. I want to know down below in the comments section, what are you thankful for? I'm thankful for each and every one of y'all that decided to tune into this shit show every single day. Believe me when I tell you this, I greatly appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'm thankful for my wife, my beautiful wife, my dog Chuck, my family, my mom, my dad, my chat sports family, my guy Jeremy Chuggs sitting over here. And I mean it when I say it. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. But I want to know, what are you thankful for? Coming up here on today's show, good news. We don't got to watch the Raiders ruin our Thanksgiving, which I am so happy about. We're going to look at every single one of the Thanksgiving Day game preview. We're going to start from top to bottom. Great slate today. I'm going to give you a lineup from PrizePicks because one of my favorite things to do, obviously, is crush some food. Obviously, is watch some football. And I'm going to watch every single game, and I'm going to try to put some money in my pocket. The other thing that I'll always say about Thanksgiving, it's always about friends, family, showing love to each other. I'll always show love to my great buddy, Brandon Jasper, R.I.P. to the great tuna. And because it's Thanksgiving and because he loves the great tuna's top 5, I'm going to give you guys a Thanksgiving Day special tuna's top 5. Let's look at the very first game. It's a rivalry game, NFC North battle between two teams that are fighting for playoff spots, fighting for division title status. And this is going to be a fun game to watch. There's going to be a lot of, I believe, FU football played in this one. Offense, defensive numbers there. I am going to take Detroit to win this one. They are at home. It's a short week, and I think when teams got to play the Lions on a short week, it's a lot bigger of an advantage for them because Jahmyr Gibbs, Jared Goff, it's a much more physical attack. And Green Bay is way more banged up. We're going to be able to see if Josh Jacobs is able to go in that football game. So my PrizePicks lineup that I'm going with, I'm going flex plays today. It's going to be a lot of flex plays. This is a $5 lineup to win $15. I know it's not a lot of money, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to be interested in watching Christian Watson go less. 4 straight games, less than 50.5 receiving yards. Jahmyr Gibbs stack. One of the reasons why I did this is because PrizePicks is the only place out there that allows you to do stacks. And then Jordan Love, give me the less on the passing yards. 3 straight games with less than 230.5 passing yards. And if you're watching this show and you're new to the program and you've never heard of me talk about PrizePicks, there's a reason why PrizePicks is America's #1 fantasy sports app out there. It's out there, and I want you to go download the PrizePicks app today. Use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. It's good to be right. I'm hoping I'm right all day today to put some money in my pocket. They do, though, have a new feature, and that new feature is called early payouts. If your lineup gets off to a hot start, you may now have the option to cash out those winnings before the game even finishes. The other reason why I love PrizePicks is that flexibility. You can go power play. You can go flex play. Today, I'm going to go flex play because I'm trying to go 3 for 3. Let's go to the next game, and I'm going to say this is the game that Chuggs and I were literally talking about before we started filming. I think it's the game that might break the record for most views. That's not the Super Bowl. You got Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift, let's be real, Dak Prescott and that Cowboys team coming off that game against the Philadelphia Eagles on Thanksgiving. I don't know if you could possibly get a bigger football game and two teams that are fighting for playoff position. The Chiefs need a win. The Cowboys need a win. This is a playoff caliber game. And I think that we're going to see some fireworks. I think there's going to be a high-scoring game because I know this. My wife's family, they're Cowboys fans. It sucks, but it's the truth. And we're going to be watching very, very closely. So if I got to watch the Cowboys and if I got to watch the Chiefs, I don't want to see a 6-3 snooze fest. I want to see fireworks, and I want to see some points going up there on the board. I also have Dak in a fantasy league. I also have George Pickens in a fantasy league. I was kind of surprised that Pickens, 5.5 receptions, was a demon pick because he's done that, I believe, in 4 straight weeks. So I went to more there. Kareem Hunt rushing touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco is expected to play, but Kareem Hunt's had a rushing touchdown and I believe 3 straight games as well. Patrick Mahomes, more than 24.5 passing completions. If I'm expecting fireworks from Dak and fireworks from George, then you know Patrick's going to have to sling the rock. And yes, the defense for Kansas City is good. The Dallas defense statistically is not great, but they do look a lot different with the addition of Quinnen Williams, Logan Wilson, a lot of those other players now on that interior. But if you believe that football is fixed, I believe that this game is going to be a very, very high-scoring game. Let's go to another division rivalry game, the AFC North. And anytime I do an AFC North game for Prize Picks, I always think in the back of my head, I always think it's going to be a lot higher scoring of a game, and it always ends up being a lot lower. And I know the Bengals defense is bad, and I know that the Ravens have had their own struggles this season as well. Joe Burrow's coming back. Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow is what they're going to tell you are going to be the biggest headlines, and those are the biggest headlines. But when you've actually watched these teams play this year, and when you see a lot of AFC North games, they're typically a lot more lower scoring. So what am I going to go with? I'm going to go Chase Brown more on the 18.5 receiving yards because Burrow is going to be his first game back. I anticipate they're going to try to get the ball out of his hands quickly. That's going to be in Chase Brown's hands. Derrick Henry, give me the more on the 17.5 rush attempts. It has happened, I want to say, in back-to-back weeks. Joe Burrow, less than 255.5 pass yards. This Baltimore Ravens defense is much better than what people give them credit for. I'm going to go less on Lamar Jackson on pass and rush because he has not surpassed that number in the last 3 weeks. And since I'm saying here, these teams know each other. It's an AFC North rivalry game, and I anticipate a much lower scoring game than what people realize. So those are the 3 Thanksgiving Day games. Those are my 3 Prize Picks lineups. Coming up here next, I think the thing that I'm looking forward to the most, a Thanksgiving Tuna's Top 5. And if you're watching this show, you're the definition of a real one, and I want to see what Thanksgiving Day plate you're going to put together. Now, Thanksgiving is all about family, and I'll continuously say, shout out to the Raiders Report family here. Greatly appreciate each and every one of y'all because, again, if you're watching this show on Thanksgiving, that means you love me, it means you love Chuggs, it means you love the product that we've been able to put on stream here for 5,000-plus videos. If you are a part of the fam, though, I hope that you're subscribed. And if you're not a part of the fam, look down in the comment section. Look at the love that you're going to see in that comment section in a 2-9 season. If that doesn't make you hit that subscribe button, you've never been to an Oakland tailgate. I'll tell you that right now. So I'm going to move out of the way here a little bit. And something that Chuggs and I love to do when we go live, we always want to be able to remember our late brother, Brandon Jasper, in a game that he used to play. We call it Tuna's Top 5. So what you guys are going to see here on the show is I got to build a main course, a potato dish, a side dish, another side dish, and a dessert. I got $20 to do it. So my question to you is this. What is your plate? What are you putting on that plate? And not that I cheated a little bit, but if you got some extra money at the end, Thanksgiving is about indulging yourself, am I right? There's also a lot of other things. Don't get me wrong there. But like food-wise, if I can fit it on my plate, there's a little bit of a gap in there. I got $1 or $2, maybe $3 remaining. I'm going to fill up that plate on Thanksgiving. So my $20 plate that I am going to be going with, and Chuggs literally was like, bro, you're going to get shit for going with ham over turkey. I do think that turkey needs to be on a Thanksgiving Day menu. But if I am just looking at y'all, I enjoy ham more than I enjoy turkey. And if it's cheaper to get ham than turkey, I'm going to take ham every single day, twice on Sunday. The other reason, I couldn't afford gravy. I'm not eating turkey without gravy on Thanksgiving. My potato dish, I got a sweet tooth. I wanted sweet potato. I like sweet potatoes. I think anybody that watches this show knows that I'm not the biggest mashed potato fan, which used to haunt Tom's nightmares. My side dish one, I decided to go with a casserole. I needed to be able to figure out how to afford mac and cheese with that side dish 2 option. The only side dish 2 option I really truly wanted was the mac and cheese. So the way that I got the mac and cheese meant I had to get the casserole. And then my dessert. I loved all the dessert options, but I am a slut for a good pecan pie. I'm also a slut for a carrot cake, which is what I added those last $2 for. Cornbread, carrot cake. I can't wait to eat all the food on Thanksgiving. And if anybody wants to see what I'm doing today on the holiday, give me a follow on Instagram, Mitchell Renz 365. I'll probably put some stuff out on social media. I'm going to be with my buddy, him and his wife and his daughter. They're celebrating her very, very first Thanksgiving, and I am unbelievably humbled that they want to celebrate it with me, my family down here in Dallas, Texas. Hope you guys have an incredible day. Eat a lot of food. Make sure you let your loved ones know that you appreciate them, and make sure you guys are ready to rock and roll on Sunday when we take on the Chargers, because I promise you this, I'm going to need you.